Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Jasmine, and today is day 7 of the Carnivore Diet, or just a big flop diet journey this week, honestly. I did say if I can't stick to it, I may as well stop the series. But, honestly, no, I'm going to keep doing it, but it's more than likely I'm going to fail because, I am an addict. I am addicted to carbs. Anyways, today I was doing pretty good throughout the day today, and until I donated plasma, because I don't have a steady job right now. I donated plasma today, and I recognized I'm almost out of beef patties in the freezer. Oh, and furthermore, if I lived on my own, this dieting would be so much easier. It's way, way easier when you live on your own. Because that's what it was like for me in California. When I was living in California, it was super easy for me to stay on this diet. Because, I didn't have anything laying around tempting me. And once my parents left, anything they had, I would end up giving to my Auntie Belle. I would give all the food to her or my coworkers. Yeah, I did not have that stuff laying around in my apartment. I would always end up giving it away. But yep. I no longer live on my own. I moved back in with my parents. Just, almost a year ago. And it's been really hard to be sticking to this diet. So, yeah, I lack willpower, supposedly, from what I was told. But honestly, it's like an addiction. I would say, kind of like alcoholism. When an alcoholic is trying to quit, they would just get rid of it. Yeah, that's the same for me. I would just get rid of it when I was in California, but now I can't get rid of it here. It's just lying around. And my parents, they don't try to hide stuff. Of course. I think it'd be better maybe if I had my own refrigerator in my room. Instead of relying on their stuff, on their refrigerator. I even had my own freezer in California, because most of the food I would get would be frozen, or I would cook it up in bulk, and then separate it in small containers and freeze them all for my lunch when I went to work. But yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I want to do that again, but that's when I get a job and everything, because, yeah, it's harder to do that when you don't have much income coming in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to buy a small freezer in my room or something. That way I'm not in their kitchen all the time unless I need to cook in there. I'm not looking in their refrigerator and stuff. I'm not near their pastries. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Because, see, they know a lot of foods is harmful for your body. But their solution, all of that, is to just exercise. I remember listening to this one carnivore doctor. She's somewhere in Europe, and I forgot her name, but she said that if you're constantly exercising, you're actually abusing your adrenal glands. That's what she said. And I need to look up what her name is, but yeah. And I think I can relate to that because I grew up exercising a whole lot. I was constantly exercising for hours, 3 to 4 hours almost every day when I was younger. Because my mom is a gym rat too. But yeah, we would exercise at home half of the time. And I think that's partly why I have skin issues, because you're supposed to cut back on food and stuff when you have because my skin issues are autoimmune. It has something to do with autoimmunity or having supposedly a leaky gut. Yeah, and most people don't see the effects of it till years later, and they're wondering where it came from. It came from years of abuse on your body from eating food, like whatever, having no limit. What's that? Yeah, either from gluten or it could have been soy. Cause I started getting inflamed around maybe around what's that, 1 this afternoon, and I think it's because of the Atkins milkshake. I keep drinking it because like I'm craving something sweet, and that's supposedly like for dieting, low carb chocolate, but yeah, it's really the chocolate, I think. And so since I'm already inflamed from the chocolate, and then after I donated plasma, I read somewhere it's like essential for you to eat something after you donate. Drink lots of water and stuff, so that's what I did. But I ended up eating bad stuff. I ate the leftovers of my mom's benignant. Sorry, I can't pronounce it right. And yeah, it was the last one. It was the last batch of her dessert she made a few days back. And I ended up eating it. Oh well, it's like, I do know I'm not going to be able to eat that type of food all the time. Because, you know, life's short. So, yeah, I had a YOLO moment. I'm not sure if anybody still uses that slang word. It means you only live once. So that's why I ended up eating it. I was like, oh, well. Yeah, and it's bad. Because I'm already inflamed. Like, I'm inflamed again. And what's that? I noticed I started getting inflammation, like, what's that? After I exercised. Because I thought I'm not, what's that, feeling any stinging. So I thought I'd exercise, but it came around after I was done exercising this morning. I was like, ugh, and like it had me thinking it's the Atkins chocolate milkshake. Yep, so no more of that. I really need to stop drinking that. I mean, it's for my dad anyways, and he doesn't get the same reaction to that as I do, so. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be buying like a lot more beef patties, and that's all I'm gonna be eating. That's also a thing too. Like, there's not much of the food that's needed for me to stay on my diet. We're running out. I had sausage, but I noticed if you eat the whole sausage, like the whole kielbasa, beef kielbasa, it's like over 10 grams of carbs. So I end up sharing half of it with my dad. But I think I need to stop eating that too, because it has some seasoning. I try to get the one that has no MSG, no gluten, and no nitrates and stuff. But usually, yeah, they put seasonings in that, so who knows. But yeah, I just need to just stay with beef patties all throughout the week. And I need my own freezer. I think I'm gonna buy a small freezer to put in my room, make room somewhere. I just needs to be cleaned out. I have too much stuff, but yeah, I don't know if they'd allow me to have a freezer downstairs, but I doubt it. They don't like any of my stuff being anywhere. That's why I got the box truck. I really do miss living on my own, though, because there's a lot of things you have to give up if you're living with people. Not just your parents, but if you have a roommate, because I had a roommate before, and it's just like, always felt like I was getting dominated with stuff. So I much rather live on my own, live by myself, instead of being dictated on what to do, think, or say. I don't like that stuff, so it's always better to live on your own. It's more stressful, I think it's about the same responsibility, if not more, depending on who you live with. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, today was not successful. I did exercise, but I wasn't successful, unfortunately, because I ran out of food. But yep. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm sorry I didn't bring any uplifting news. I'm still gonna make another video tomorrow, but yeah, it's gonna be about what's that? It's just gonna be beef patties from now on. If I'm eating anything, it's beef patties. So that is all. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You guys have a blessed day. Goodbye.